You are now entering the Comedy ER, the emergency room for comedians with a joke struggling to get a laugh. At the Comedy ER, our professional writer comedians, aka punch-up doctors, using their respective styles of comedy, evaluate a fellow comedian's joke, and on the spot beat it, flip it, twist it, then stitch it up funnier than it was before being admitted. They go from outpatient without a prayer to back on stage with Obamacare. Welcome to the Comedy ER. Welcome to the Comedy ER, where we make bad jokes better. It's the Comedy ER. So here's the concept. We got comedians in the comedy club, and they're working on a joke, and that's not really getting it, the kind of laugh that they expected, which means it's just bombing. It needs resuscitation. It needs life pumped back into it. So what do? They come to here. And me and my panel of punch-up doctors, we make the joke better than it was before. It's Comedy ER. And I got some cats on this panel with me who've been in the game for a very long time, and I'm going to introduce you one by one. First, to my left, Chuck Burks.
Hey everybody, this is Chuck Burks. I'm a comedian, and I'm so excited and happy that there is a Comedy ER, a place where I can take my sick jokes and get them healed again. Because I got one that's got leukemia that's really bad, and it needs some help. And I just want to thank everybody for letting me be a part of this experience.
Thank you guys for letting me do this. I got this joke, and I've been married for 16 years, and I did what most black men don't do nowadays. I married a black woman. You know, because basically we going out of style after Kanye West and NFL. Here's the thing. I learned one thing about being married is that women are God's most beautiful gift to earth, but they also are the scariest. Because when they become mothers, don't do nothing to mess up with their child. And here's the problem. Men take care of children differently than women. Like, for instance, when we go out and go shopping, you never see a woman lose a child because she has God's given gift. It's called GPS in her hip. And she could always tell if that child get out of hip radius.
You were telegraphing where you were going with it. I could see it before you said it.
Oh, yeah.
So how would you do it? How would you,
He wants you to redo my joke, I
ain't
think.
about to remember that joke like that. It was so long. But
I've got a sick joke. And I just want this joke to get better. Comedy ER. Help me.
I'm the type of person who doesn't go to the Statue of Liberty, you know what I mean? I don't go to the museums. I really live on the streets of New York, and I expect life to be fast here, all right? My definition of a real New Yorker is somebody who walks up a moving escalator. So I want to know if it's really a fast city, and I've always felt this, why can't the subway take me to exactly where I want to go? If I want to go to 61st and 1st, why do I have to take the subway to 59th and Lex and then get out and walk? I think that's slowing us down. Please help me with this joke.
I like the joke. I like this. Steve Marshall, y'all. Steve Marshall. Steve Marshall. I like that joke. New York is a very fast-moving place. That's true. And you see people running up the escalator and everything. The escalator's already moving, man. What are you doing? What do you let the escalator do its job? Let the escalator do its job. Now he wants to get a train that wants to take him to where he wants to go, not the designated spots.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like he wants to hail a train. You know what I mean? You can't have that. Them black people want to be able to get a goddamn ride on the train.
let alone go to Brooklyn.
Train be like, no Brooklyn.
Imagine if we did get like an Indian conductor. Hello, welcome to the next stop. We are going to, where do you want to go, Steve? We will take you.
Right. That's the new way. So you need the Uber train. Like,
Let me see your metro. Let me see your metro card. This is you got 25 cents left on this card. You cannot drive. You must get out of my train.
My car.
Remix. So now the comedians are going to come back one by one and re-perform the same joke, but they're going to add the little notes that we added to it. You know, hopefully they'll use more of the stuff that I said. So we're bringing back to the stage Mr. Chuck Burks to do the remix of the joke that we just finished working on. Come on, Chuck, bring it back. Bring it back.
All right. I realized that as a dad, women look for children when they're lost in the mall than men do. And the funny thing about it is that when women look for children, they don't even look. They just call the child, and 15 seconds later, it's on their hip. When men look for the children, they look like they lost a pair of keys. Now, I know I put the boys somewhere around here. And the only reason we go and find them because we're afraid of the mother. We don't want to report back without the mother. And especially during income tax time, we need to find that child. And the whole thing is that it's ridiculous. Sometimes I hope they make an app, like Where the Hell Is My Child app. That's what I need. How does that?
That was funny. I wanted to see the part with the hip replacement and fucking up the signal and all that. But that's all right. You don't have to use that. That's all right. Yeah, I just thought that was funny.
No,
you know?
but he got right to it.
He got right to the joke. Got right to the joke.
Yeah, thank you, guys. Thank you. All
Good stuff.
Why can't the subway take you to your exact destination? I don't want to go to 59th and Lex. I want to go to 221 61st Street. I figured it out. I need an Uber subway. I need a subway that's really like a cab. The only problem with that, if subways were like cabs, then black people would be like, oh my God, I can't get a cab and a train? Now the conductors would be like cab drivers. You get on the train, you'd hear the announcement. How are you, my friend? Where are you going, my friend? If you see something, say something, my friend. Now, the thing with that would be that now at the end of the trip, you'd probably have to tip your conductor. So you know what? I like the old subway. Just go to 59th and Lex and walk the 2 blocks. It's cheaper.
Right.
Steve Marshall.
He used every beat, you know, and he got it. He got to say.
Yeah, and every punchline was there.
I feel like we really helped him.
But what he did though was the cardinal sin. He had his notes, man.
Yeah,
he came back with his notes and the papers. You ain't supposed to do that.
But this is a remix, so we're going to give him a pass on that. We'll give him a pass on that.
It really helped me. Thank you very much. It helped.
Well, you know, it seems like here at the Comedy ER, we can't do no wrong. We fixed Chuck Burke's joke. We helped him find his kids with his hip, with Steve Marshall. We've learned that he wants to have Hindus drive the trains. Give them all a round of applause. Give my punch-up doctor a round of applause, Mr. Ralph Harris, Mr. A.G. White, and Mr. Roberto Mandapole. Big round of applause. And last but not least, our comedian in the audience, Mr. Brooklyn Mike Short.
I want to thank all the comedians that didn't use anything I gave them. Thank you.
That's it for the Comedy ER. We'll see you next time. In case you got an emergency with a joke, bring it to us. We'll bring it back to life. Peace out. Did I say that right?
Yeah. But I took a chance, and I have to tell you, all those guys were on the money. They came up with the idea that I didn't want a train. I wanted an Uber train, which was analogous to a cab. That allowed me to come up with the idea, well, now black people can't catch a train or a cab. AG was great. He came up with the idea that now the conductor was no longer a conductor, it's a cab driver, and he had the Indian voice, and out of that I was able to ad-lib, if you see something, say something, my friend. And they really, really helped me see things that I couldn't see, and I put myself in a vulnerable position, and I feel I came out a winner.
The advice that I got at Comedy ER was really, really cool and helpful. It helped me to cut the fat, and they gave me some good punches and some good direction, and I gotta thank Art Garfield for really putting me on the show and helping me get my joke. Art Garfield, that's the man. I mean, he is the joke king, ladies and gentlemen. You have got to be seen. He's the doctor of the king of all doctors, ladies and gentlemen. If Jesus needed to tell a joke, I don't think he would go to.
Help! I need somebody. Help! Not just anybody. Help! You know I need someone.